Hey everyone, Jatt here. This week on Teamfight Breakdown, we're taking a look at the explosive back-and-forth teamfight between TSM and Cloud9 from the 2016 NALCS Summer Split Finals. TSM had been in this spot before. Back in the Spring Split, they were one teamfight away from winning the championship. Then, with the teamfight loss, TSM had to watch as Counterlogic Gaming stormed their way to second place at the Midseason Invitational. Now, in the Summer Split Finals, and 40 minutes into Game 4, Cloud9 had a 5k gold advantage over TSM, and they were looking to force a fight mid to clinch the game. When Sneaky's Jin opened up with his curtain call and landed the first shot on a double solution, it was time for a full-on engage. The resulting teamfight was one of the most exciting in North American playoffs history. Let's get into it. TSM have two primary damage dealers, Bjergsen's Vladimir and Doubleless Lucian, and C9 is intent on finding a way to get to them. After Sneaky lands his first shot, Impact's Gnar hops a creep to close the distance. Then, Smoothie's Braum jumps to Impact and tries to lock down Doublelift. As Smoothie flashes further and ults Doublelift, Hauntzer's Shen joins the fight with a Stand United. Biofrost Trundle then steps in front to block Sneaky's curtain call. This quickly shreds down Biofrost's health, and despite him casting his Trundle ultimate at the last moment for a heal, it doesn't save him from Jensen's Taliyah, who kills him with the Seismic Shove into Unraveled Earth. It's not all smooth sailing for Cloud9 though. Meteos misses his knock-up onto Bjergsen, and TSM proceed to focus Smoothie. When Svenskeren's Gragas joins the fight, he throws an explosive cask at Smoothie that separates him even further from his team, and he falls. With both supports down, the fight almost looks as if it could end here. C9 briefly pull back, but as Impact transforms into Mega Gnar, they make the call to continue the engage and turn around as a unit. Jensen casts a beautiful Weaver's Wall through TSM, cutting Doublelift off from his teammates and trapping Bjergsen and Hauntzer against the wall. Here, Impact uses the new terrain to his utmost advantage. He backs Bjergsen and Hauntzer into a corner and casts his Wallop. And this is expertly played by Impact, but also well played by Bjergsen. If Bjergsen didn't cast Sanguine Pool to dodge the stun, it would have been chained with Impact's Gnar ultimate and Bjergsen would have died sooner. However, by casting Sanguine Pool before Gnar ultimate, Bjergsen allows Impact to time his ultimate for after the pool. But the delay between Impact's stuns gives Hauntzer a window to cast his Spirit's Refuge, allowing both Hauntzer and Bjergsen to dodge auto attacks for a short time. Even with all the mind games, Bjergsen's in a rough spot and Jensen makes matters worse. Directly off Impact's stun, Jensen lines up a beautiful Seismic Shove into Unraveled Earth. As Bjergsen's about to fall, he casts his ultimate to get a bit of damage onto Sneaky and Jensen before Sneaky takes him out with the final Jin bullet. While Bjergsen was being focused, Doublelift was doing his best to contribute to the fight from over Jensen's Weaver's Wall. Unfortunately for Doublelift, he's slowly killing himself trying to deal damage to Meteos and Impact since Meteos is wearing a Thornmail. Doublelift also gets tagged by a dancing grenade bounce from Sneaky and gets dangerously low. If we freeze the fight here, Doublelift is the only real threat alive on TSM, and he's sitting at a sliver of health against Sneaky and Jensen, two full health carries on C9. From here, it looks like C9 can clean up and push to victory. To do that, they need to kill Doublelift, so they push on. Doublelift narrowly dodges Sneaky's Deadly Flourish and then casts his Summoner Spell Heal as well as Relentless Pursuit to run backwards. At this point, any damage from Sneaky or Jensen, or any CC from Impact or Meteos would likely mean a dead Doublelift and a C9 victory. Meteos tunnels towards Doublelift, but only hits Svenskeren as he unburrows. Doublelift then quickly sidesteps, auto-attacks, then resets his auto-attack with a dash away. And since he used his Summoner Heal earlier, Doublelift now has enough health left to kill Meteos through his Thornmail. The kill also heals Doublelift thanks to his Dangerous Game mastery. Then, without missing a beat, Doublelift begins channeling the culling. Here, both Impact and Svenskeren's Guardian Angels proc. Doublelift knows that Sneaky will kill him if Jin gets into range to auto-attack. Doublelift also wants to keep his distance from Jensen's Taliyah. This is where Hauntzer steps in, moving directly in front of Doublelift, and it prompts Jensen to try something risky. He flashes forward, but also flashes straight into Doublelift's culling, misses his combo, and dies. Doublelift continues channeling the culling onto Sneaky as the fight turns around. Before Sneaky can run away, Doublelift and Hauntzer both flash towards him to pick up TSM's fourth kill of the fight. Amazingly, they both still had flash this late into a chaotic fight. Incredible patience and discipline. With Sneaky down, TSM just need to wait around for Impact to revive from Guardian Angel before completing the ace. Looking back, the initial engagement with both supports falling was a wash, but the re-engage from C9 was masterful. Timing Weaver's wall with Impact's Meganar, as well as drawing TSM forward before cornering them, nearly won Cloud9 the game. Impact's timing on Gnar was exquisite, and C9's coordination to kill Bjergsen was key. However, that pales in comparison to how well Doublelift played at the end of the fight. TSM were faced with a 3 vs 4 against 2 high health carries, and Doublelift was sitting on only 300 health. But towards the end of the fight, Doublelift managed to deal the majority of the damage to all remaining members of C9 and turned the game around in the most dramatic of fashions. All told, Doublelift dealt 10,979 damage to champions in the fight, which amounted to 57% of TSM's damage for the engagement. With the teamfight win, TSM took control of the game and went on to become the 2016 North American Summer Split champions after beating C9 3-1.